What's up guys, it's Ryan here for Gasholez. So today we are starting a new series within the Gasholez channel. That series is going to be based around me and my S2000, taking it to the track, taking it to Autocross, and basically learning how to drive a car 100% properly. Our first event was yesterday. It was Autocross, and it was at Fort Devens with a group called ne-svt. So I have a bunch of GoPro footage from yesterday, and we're going to walk you through exactly how the day went and how one of the best days I've ever had in my life went down. So what you're going to see in this next video is my second lap. My first lap was a very slow lap, just kind of learning the course. I wanted to make sure I knew where I was going, didn't hit any cones, didn't make an ass out of myself. That lap was a 95.6 or somewhere around there. This second lap I started to pick up the pace, go a little bit quicker, and kind of find the edge of grip on my car, which I believe I went over a few times, so you'll see that in there. I posted an 89, right around that area. Not the fastest lap, it was actually pretty awful, but I could kind of see where the car was, and it was a very good lap to learn the car. So we'll roll the clip and you'll see probably my biggest learning lap was on that lap. That was a very slow lap right there. There was a lot of sideways action. Like I said, I was feeling out the grip of the rear tires and kind of finding out where that edge was. And this is where we come into the tires, where I need to replace the rears. So the fronts in the entire event didn't understeer nothing. They were perfect. These rears, the S-drives, they're barely more than a sporty street tire. So they really didn't hold grip that well, and you can definitely see when I lean on it a little bit, they would just give and they would go and I'd have to catch it. So that needs to be fixed for the next event, and I guarantee I'll pick up another 5 seconds just based on how bad that was. I'll have more confidence in everything. The next video you're going to see is lap 5. Lap 5, I had learned quite a bit more. I had a couple laps with Sam and Ben in the car, so we were kind of just doing passenger laps. But I learned a lot on how much I could push. So on lap 5, you'll see me pushing a lot harder and staying right on the edge of grip. I think I lost it 1 or 2 times a little bit, but it was a lot faster. I started to run 85s pretty consistently, and then I decided, hey, I can't break this. My goal for the session is 82, and I'm nowhere near that. I need to have an instructor sit in the car. So after this video, you'll see another one with an instructor in the car.
Yeah, a little bit better that last time. 6. Yeah. More stable. It takes some air out of the rear, so it was a little more stable.
Keeping your eyes up?
Oh yeah.
By the way, take an instructor if you want.
Yeah.
Next run, put your
absolutely.
hazards on. Instructor will jump in with you.
That would be awesome.
Be able to give you plenty of tips.
Yeah.
You're good?
Alright guys, so that was a faster lap that was just very inconsistent. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't break in to 83s, 82s. So I decided to have an instructor jump in the car, and that's what you're going to see next. This was an absolutely awful lap, and it was a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously, you don't want to have an awful lap. You feel like shit afterwards. But it showed the instructor everything I was doing wrong. So we'll roll the clip, and then afterwards I'll tell you what he told me, and we'll go from there.
1 second, let me just
yeah.
Low mileage AP1. I have an AP2.
Really?
Yep.
So you can tell me everything I'm doing wrong.
Whenever he's
1 second, let me just strap my helmet.
safety belt.
I have the same wipers too. I actually work for Bosch.
Oh no shit. Give me some new ones. Those were wiggling around.
Alright, I'm good.
Every time, so I'm sorry about that.
Steps out, like you're already in the suspension settled, you're in a turn, and if you jab that throttle, it's going to come out on you.
Okay.
And then you let off the throttle, and you're losing, you're losing time. If you could be a little smoother with your inputs.
With the throttle. Okay.
Also, try to set up for things more, and if that makes sense. So you're kind of driving, like if this is my cone, you're driving, and I gotta go this way. You're kind of driving at it, braking, and then pivoting around it.
Okay.
If you could set up a nice arc and through it, you might find that braking is more like just a lift. It is all that's required.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So more that I kind of knew my line was awful. Yeah. I'll pull back here.
Yeah. It was. I had that problem too. It's just driving at things. That's all. Think about it. The term "smooth is fast."
Yes.
Is as cliche as it is. It is
very true. Yeah.
What you got to be. And yeah, if you just if you set up, you want to be, and you can only do this if you're early on things. If you're late, you're gonna ruin your line. But if you can get early, look ahead, and set up, get wide, and cut through, so you're already pointed back on the throttle before you even, your whole car even passes the cone.
Yeah.
You're gonna drop so much time.
Okay.
And you'll find that if you start nailing that, you'll start blowing elements that you weren't blowing before because you're just carrying so much speed to it. You're like, oh shit.
Okay.
But,
so basically, biggest one of the
it's just smooth out your throttle inputs a little more. Look ahead and set up for things.
Kind of visualize a better racing line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just a little too tight to things. If you set up to get around things, you'll find you can carry more speed.
Yeah, definitely the slalom run in the back. I know I was way too close on that, and the fact that I didn't set it up wide enough at first kind of screwed me over later on.
Yeah, you got late. It's hard to recover.
Yeah, and I did have a couple that were literally just completely on me, mine parts. So
I don't even count that. That's just.
Unfortunately, this was the last run of my first runs. This was number 6 of 6 for the first half of the day. So I couldn't really do much with the information besides go out, work the track for the second group's runs, and basically just take that into account, kind of watch the cars going by and learn what I was doing wrong. Definitely helped a lot. You'll see this and this video that took place after lunch, where I basically stopped everything I was doing, reset my brain, and decided to learn this better racing line. I wasn't taking the line that I was taking before. I kind of swung it out wide, swung it back, and basically tried to create that racing line in my mind and break off from what I was doing that was making me slow. So I did that at first, and my first lap, you'll see this next, it was an 88, which was absolutely awful. I hadn't done that bad since my first run, but I learned the racing line a little bit better.
All right, awesome. How's the heat doing for you? You good? You good with the heat?
Oh, it's brutal. That's why we're doing it for.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Good luck.
Basically, after lunch, I set out to get my 82 goal, and that was a very disheartening lap, being at 88. So I said, I'm gonna have an instructor come in the car and show me exactly what I'm doing wrong now, because I widened my line up. I wanted to see exactly what happened. Unfortunately, didn't hit record on the GoPro for that lap, but the next video you're gonna see was the lap that made me happier from this event than I've been in a very long time, because I took his advice from those laps that I didn't record, and he's basically told me, grow a set and just give it some more balls and you'll see that racing line come into action. So I did. I was not as quick on the throttle. I rolled onto it a little bit more. I was a little bit more easy on it, and my line widened out, and you'll see it. On my last lap of the day, number 10 of 10, I hit it. I hit that 82.4.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Nothing to lose at this point.
I've only hit one cone.
What?
I only hit one cone. I keep that.
I never hit cones. Definitely let it go. All right, good luck.
Alright guys, so I'm really happy I hit my personal goal for the day that I set early on. I was not expecting that to happen, but we did. So I'm really excited for the next event. It's going to be on July 29th at Fort Devens. You guys can check out ne-svt on their website, ne-svt. Check them out. It's an awesome organization. Limited spots available so that they can keep the runs up high to like 10 or 11 runs, somewhere on there. Definitely check them out. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to try and do some progression, trying to fix little things on the car so we can make it a little bit quicker. The biggest thing is definitely going to be those rear tires, getting rid of those, because they do just go on me as soon as I get to lean on them. So we'll work on that. But other than that, it was an amazing event, and I definitely encourage you guys to go see that. That's it for today. Peace.